information. Again, a reference I've mentioned recently is the Google SEO guide. So that's a really good source on sort of technical information on how to make your website lists really well. So your channel should also include, of course, email. And I'm going to put it down here because I'll probably reuse that to points and processes at. So we got email marketing, organic, Google ads, Facebook ads. So that's basically pay-per-click. So maybe that's how you kind of cover it up, and then you just step it backwards. There's a shortcut key. I should learn that. Maybe I'll just send it right to the back. That usually works. There we go. Okay, so this is our pay-per-click box. Okay, so you come up with some traffic sources that you're willing to put effort in. Organic for us could also mean business listings on like Kijiji and Craigslist. So it's good to put effort in on your website. So let me just see if this is going to work again. Just going to log in. Yeah, it was Zoom that was messing me up here. I don't think it likes running the same time as OBS. So I'll spend a little bit of time here. This is the new Digital Desk website. And I just thought it'd be cool to look in the back a little bit, see how we did it. Where to start? I'm going to start with the plugins, I think. So some of the plugins we're using, accelerated mobile pages we actually turned off because the default working of it wasn't quite right, but it's a way of supporting mobile devices really quickly, but it takes some work to kind of set up. I don't know if you remember the hello bar, but it used to drop down from the top of the website. So this is a free version of that. So you can put links to stuff that's going on very current, such as maybe a webinar, or you could also, of course, link to a particular product page. That's kind of cool to have that. Always using the contact form, database, just in case email breaks down, then I always have a backup of that. Just in case we get traffic from the EU, we add a cookie notice. We also add various things to try and speed up the site. So Minify is shrinking JavaScript and taking away the spaces and whatnot. I always like the Google Analytics, making sure that you collect a lot of data on your site and create custom events and whatnot. GT Metrics is that tool that we looked at a couple weeks ago, where you can just put your website or your competitor website in, and you can have a speed test done on your site from different servers around the world. And so that one's like a plugin, so you can log into your own website and get your historical reports and whatnot. Jetpack by WordPress, something we're trying out. I haven't fully explored that one. It's been around for a while, never used it, thought I'd give it a try. So we'll see that. So this is cool. This is the theme, lead injection. So I was talking about Russell Brunson earlier, who wrote the Traffic Secrets book. And he's all about the ClickFunnels. He co-founded that company, ClickFunnels. And lead injection is the closest I found to like basically a WordPress theme that acts like a ClickFunnel a little bit, just some parts of it. So we're using that now and we like it. Very much a flat website. So maybe I'll just pop out for a minute and just load it up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is an early version. We definitely feel that you should release early and often, and there's no harm in getting a minimal viable product out. And so we launched a whole new website, but not too much turned on yet. But again, I don't want to make too big a website. I was saying earlier that too many pages, people get lost. So it's definitely a flatter website. So when you click most of the links, it just scrolls up a single page, right? So it's a very flat website. The exceptions to that are a self-scheduler. So this is where we schedule our tours. And this is a plugin that we use called CVita or Vcita. I always mix it up. Vcita. So that's kind of cool. There's also free ones. But this is a good one. Scheduling. I don't use a lot of it. I just use the scheduling. I should probably use something else because I don't use all the CRM and marketing and whatnot. But maybe I will in the future. I keep saying that. But yeah, it's got lots of functionality that I'm not using, so I probably should. Anyway, so that's plugged in, and then the other one is the virtual membership page itself. So this is a version 1 of the landing page. So obviously we've got some work to do here. But basically, it has the CTA where you click it and you get a modal to fill out. And it's the same CTA everywhere. We just need to optimize some of our images. They're still a bit big. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the front end really quickly, and then some social things that pop up in new windows so you don't lose your original. While we're here, these are where the websites get, the webinars get recorded if you want to watch any of those. Anyway, we're switching to once a month, last Thursday of the month, 7 p.m. PST. So we're going to switch to that. But anyway, let's keep going here. So yeah, we were just walking through the plugins. So what else can I show you here? Obviously, get the Facebook pixel up. So that'll be something I get into a bit later. But it's good to have a Facebook pixel. The pop-up I just showed you, having that ability to have CTAs on your website that really drive people completing data forms is really good. And so that's something we just built very simple ones for now, but you can get as complicated as you want. Some of those pop-ups can also activate when you scroll and move your mouse to a certain area and things like that. Revolution slider. So this is pretty neat. This is used for building headers. And so it's quite a complex tool that you can drag and drop different headers for. Anyway, the header it creates is up here. So this whole thing is created there. And it has the CTA buttons on it and whatnot. So here you go. So you can, I'm not going to move anything, but you can look at it on mobile and develop it. And then you press save, and it has animations and whatnot. So Revolution slider is pretty sweet. And this is something new we're trying called Smush that optimizes your images. I think I need to dig into that a bit more because we're still seeing a bit of a slow load there, so we'll fix that. SSL, of course, for your HTTPS. And then obviously always use a cache. I like to use SMTP just to make the email. And there's that WP Bakery, so you can go in and create. So anyway, so we'll get back to here. So just to recap, you've got customer persona. Put the effort in to really understand what your business is, who you're selling to. A lot of upfront work there is going to make everything else you do worthwhile. Most people skip that part and wonder why they can't figure it out. So purchasing online is an emotional experience, and you need to understand your customer, and you need to do it a certain way, and you can't skip that. Ad campaign. So make sure that you have a well thought out ad campaign with creative and copy and a theme, and you're consistent. And you know ahead of time which channels you're going to be using, and you have the right templates in place and all of that for all the different channels, which are, of course, pay-per-click and organic and email is some of the main ones at least. And then you drive that traffic to your website, but you don't want to just drive it anywhere. You want to drive it to landing pages that match your ad campaign, right? So let's quickly go like this. Let's move this over a little bit. And these are ad campaign A. Okay, ad campaign A, B, C. Okay, and so obviously, so I'm used to using Visio all day, so this is a bit of a learning exercise for me, but I like to use tools that are free so that everyone can use them no matter what. And so what do we got here? Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly talk about how I would maybe approach. Okay, so you've got your campaign with all your creative themes and sketchboards and all that stuff, and it's got a finely tuned message for your particular customer personas, and you probably want to have a few customer personas so you can have multiple tests against different assumptions. So I'm gonna have a drink of water here. So yeah, make sure your ad campaigns match your landing page, and then you need to do, basically everyone has an opinion who's helping create this about what's going to work and what's not going to work, and it's impossible to know without testing. So you basically use a spreadsheet, and I won't go into this right now, but use a spreadsheet to really map it out in a logical way. So list out your ad campaigns and your ad sets and your ads and the demographics and all that stuff, but all in a spreadsheet, and then come up with your variations, which is, are you going to have the same copy but change the visuals? Are you going to have the same visuals but change the copy? Are you going to target different demographics, different keywords depending on the platform? So there's lots of things to consider, and they need to be guided. Your decisions need to be guided by some sort of higher level vision and mission that's been agreed upon by your team. So then if you want to sketch out landing pages, you can use the Evolution product that I was just showing earlier called Pencil, which of course is hiding now. Anyway, where did it disappear to? Something very strange going on today. Okay, I don't know where it went. Anyway, we've seen it. Rewind the video. So I'll probably just wrap it up pretty soon. Whoops, I lost where I was here. So definitely some things to think about. So if you want to design your landing page, you can use that, some kind of diagramming tool. You can actually do it in, I've done it before actually, in Google Draw. But there's also products as well, like Lead Pages. And then of course, go dig into how they integrate with different websites and how they integrate with your marketing tools and whatnot. So that's one option. And then if you run a WordPress website, try and do it yourself using WP Bakery, which is a drag and drop visual editor for tools. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there. So if you have any questions, throw them in the link for. Let me just put it back over here. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed that. Basically, looked inside of a WordPress website to see the different plugins that we used, and maybe I'll do an update video when we've done this version 2. And we also looked at some tools which you can use to develop sketch out ideas that you can pass to designers to design. So Pencil is one of them, source product. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. And we're going to be switching to a once a month. So the last Thursday of every month is going to be us, 7 p.m. PST. And I'll see you soon. Thanks a lot.